Now we will see some example problems from page 149. So in page 149 there are some example problems that are given where they are asking you to discuss the continuity of functions. So the first question is f of x is equal to 2x plus 3, you check the continuity of the function at x is equal to 1. See, if you observe your textbook, he would have solved it in one step. He would have taken it as limit x tends to 1, f of x is equal to f of c and prove. But I would rather suggest you, I would suggest you to go according to the method I taught you. In the sense, you try to find out left limit, you try to find out right limit, and then try to find the function value and then proceed, so that you will have a better clarity of what exactly is happening inside the function. See, for example, if you take this, then how to find the left limit? Limit x tends to, the point is 1, 1 minus, limit x tends to c minus, what should we write? We should write it as f of x. Then limit h tends to 0. H tends to 0 what? F of 1 minus h. Right. So it is f of 1 minus h. But what is f of 1 minus h? Limit h tends to 0. In the place of x, you need to substitute 1 minus h. So 2 into 1 minus h plus 3. So this will be equal to 2 minus 2h plus 3. So adding it, it will be 5 minus 2h. Don't forget the limit. So limit h tends to 0. Here also limit h tends to 0. 0 of what? 5 minus 2h. Now you are allowed to substitute the value 0 here. So when you do this, you will get this as 5. So the left limit of this function is 5. Similarly, for the right limit, what are we supposed to do? So for the right limit, we will replace 1 minus with 1 plus. This will be replaced with 1 plus. This will also be replaced with 1 plus. This will be plus 2h. So it will be 5 plus 2h. Then the right limit will also be 5. Now what is the function value? So what do you mean by function value here? So the function value is f of 1. So what is going to be f of 1? F of 1 is 5. So in this problem, what is happening? The right limit is equal to the left limit is also equal to the function value. Since all the three are getting satisfied, this function is said to be continuous. At which point? At x is equal to 1. So x is equal to 1 is definitely a point in the domain. See, though this point is not given in the textbook, as I told you, for simple functions, try to analyze them graphically. In the sense, we are trying to draw the graph for it. So the given function is y is equal to x plus 3. We know that linear equation in two variables is going to be a straight line. So here y is equal to 2x plus 3. Generally f of x is what we take it as y. So y is equal to x plus 3 means when x is equal to 0, y is equal to 3. So this point is going to be 0, 3 and the graph will be like this. So it is a straight line. So y is equal to 2x plus 3. What is the point? At x is equal to 1. 1 is somewhere over here. So at x is equal to 1, what is this point going to be? So the point on the x-axis is 1, 0. The point on the graph is going to be 1, 5. So if you observe the graph, you can say that it is continuous from both the sides. Similarly, we will try to find the continuity of the function f of x is equal to x square at x is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0 is definitely a point in the domain. Again, how to find the left limit? So the left limit is limit x tends to 0 minus of what? Of the function. So this is equal to limit h tends to 0, f of x is going to be f of 0 minus h. So when x is equal to 0 minus, it stands for to another variable h, we replace it with 0 minus h. Now limit h tends to 0, so f of 0 minus h is going to be 0 minus h the whole square, which is nothing but, so 0 minus h is minus h the whole square is h square. So limit h tends to 0, h square is 0. So the left limit of this function is 0. Similarly, the right limit of the function. So what is the right limit here? Limit x tends to 0 plus f of x is equal to limit h tends to 0, f of 0 plus h. So limit h tends to 0. So what is f of 0 plus h? It is 0 plus h the whole square. So 0 plus h is h. So limit h tends to 0, h square is equal to 0. So the left limit is also 0, right limit is also 0. What is f of 0? F of 0 is, substitute 0 here, 0 square, which is also 0. Since the left limit is equal to right limit is equal to the function value, the given function is a continuous function. Now let's try to analyze it graphically as well. So when you try to analyze it graphically, now what does this function say? So y is equal to x square. Y is equal to x square is what? It is an upward parabola. So y is equal to x square is an upward parabola. And in this question you are asked to find the continuity of the function at this point. If you observe, whether you approach from the left hand side or you approach from the right hand side, the function value is tending to 0. So that is why we got the left limit as 0, right limit as 0 and the function value as 0. Similarly, let's try to do the third one. So what is the third question? F of x is equal to mod x at x is equal to 0. See, before we solve this, we need to define the function. So from your 11th standard basic, if you recollect, how do you define f of x is equal to mod x? F of x is equal to mod x is defined as minus x when x is less than 0. You define it as minus x when x is less than 0. You define it as 0 at x is equal to 0. You define it as 0 at x is equal to 0. Similarly, we define it as x at x greater than 0. Right? Now, we will check the left limit of the function. So, left limit is limit x tends to 0 minus. So, limit x tends to 0 minus f of x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of 0 minus h. So 0 minus h means limit h tends to 0 mod of 0 minus h. Now to make it simple, okay, to make it simple, I'll just do a small rearrangement. Observe. So limit x tends to 0 minus means you are approaching it from the left of 0. If you take the number line, if this is 0, there is 0 minus h and there is going to be 0 plus h. So when the value of x is less than 0, then you need to take this into consideration. So limit x tends to 0 minus is also same as limit x tends to 0 minus. What function are we going to take? We are going to take minus x. Okay. So this will be equal to limit h tends to 0. What are we supposed to do in the place of x? In the place of x, replace it with 0 minus h. So this value will be equal to limit h tends to 0 minus of minus h is plus h. So limit h tends to 0, h is 0. Similarly, when you take the right limit, what happens? So when you take the right limit, what happens is limit x tends to 0 plus f of x. So that is limit x tends to 0 plus means you are approaching from the right of 0. 0 plus h means when something is greater than 0, you take it as x. Right. So this will be limit h tends to 0. This will be 0 plus h, f of c plus h. Right. So when you substitute h is equal to 0 here, this comes out to be 0. Remember, the left limit is 0, the right limit is 0, and f of 0 is also equal to 0. Hence, this function is continuous at x is equal to 0. Now, the same function, if you try to draw a graph and analyze, how is it going to be? Let's verify whether it is being proved graphically as well. So, if you observe the graph of mod x, if I take this as x and this as y, when x is less than 0, when x is less than 0, y is equal to minus x. So, y is equal to minus x is a straight line passing through the origin with a slope of minus 1. Because it is of the form y is equal to mx, right? So, m is minus 1. So, this is y is equal to minus x. Similarly, on the right, it is going to be y is equal to x. Y is equal to x is a straight line passing through origin with the slope as 1. So, remember this angle will be 45 degrees and this angle will be 135 degrees. The reason I am stressing all these points here is because you will be asked, these kind of questions are asked in the applications of integrals. At that time, you should have a clarity of what you are doing. So, if you observe, when y is equal to minus x, when you are approaching the point 0 from the left hand side as well as the right hand side, the function value is exactly meeting at 0. Hence, this given function is continuous at x is equal to 0.